Good morning. So we do have a Friday assignment for math as we continue on in geometry. And it is a half day, so you will just have a few of your core assignments due. But we are continuing on with squares and rectangles today. And this time, instead of the perimeter, we are figuring out the area, which is actually pretty simple once you figure out the concept. So after your review exercises and speed drills, you're going to take a peek at your example section here. And you're going to notice that instead of adding, which is what we do with our perimeter, we're going to be multiplying a little bit. So an area, first of all, instead of the outside of an object, the area is this space or region inside. So how could you possibly measure inside? Do you have to have a ton of lines going up and down and side to side? Well, the way we measure the inside of objects are called square feet or square inches. Usually it's square feet, which would be the distance of a foot in squares up and down. So obviously these are not perfect, but just to give you an idea. And instead of having to draw a bunch of little squares that equal 1 foot up and down, we have an easier formula, which is just to multiply. So the area of a square is just one side times the other side, which in a square's case would be the same number. So if you have a square, for example, here in our sample, that is 6 feet on one side, then of course it's going to be 6 feet on the other side. And you're just going to multiply those together. So what would 6 times 6 be? Well, 6 times 6 is 36. But the difference is you're not just going to put 36 feet because that wouldn't be accurate. We're not measuring in distance around. You have to make sure that you write square feet, and that tells the area. So it would be 36 square feet, which tells that region in the middle. And then when you have rectangles, remember they're not the same. One side is going to be shorter than the other side, but you still multiply. So in this case, we have a rectangle that is 12 feet on one side, 6 feet on one side, so you would just multiply that. Now, most of us know what 12 times 6 is by heart, but just so you can better see that all you have to do is multiply. We have here 12 and then 7, 72. But remember, it's not 72 feet. It's 72 square feet because we are measuring the region in the middle. So you're just going to make sure that if you have a square, that it is going to be that number times itself, the same number, because a square has the same measurement on each side. And if it's a rectangle, that you're multiplying each side by each other. Now, if you don't put square feet, the answer will be wrong. So don't forget that when you have area, you must put that square. If it's just perimeter, you use whatever measurement it is. Usually it's feet, but it can be inches, centimeters, miles, anything. But it looks like on this page, it's all feet. So just make sure after you multiply that you're putting your correct answer in square feet.